Alright, I am back. I'm looking to go after Kang. Guardians of the Galaxy event here. Excuse me. Master difficulty chapter 2. Kang. Thing we do know is that he's definitely an all or nothing champ here at the end. So with that in mind, definitely changes who you bring to the table whenever you go after him. Alright. This team should have no issues really running through this. My goal is more so just to burn through it, get it over with. As you can tell, I've got a couple paths left. Nothing major. Scarlet Witch is such a heavy hitter. Just tons of fun. You never know what you're going to get out of her, but you always know that you've got really good odds of winning a fight. That's for sure. She's able to keep all heroes, all champions on their toes. Even before I had magic, I was using her, or using Scarlet Witch to take down Kang. Even though I had to watch out for the L3, you know, you got pretty good odds that she's going to end up power draining him or power locking him just long enough to be able to push things over the top. Hey, what's up, Stray? Stray here in the channel again. Watching, I appreciate it. Last video had a couple dislikes. Understandable. I understand my stream freezes and is laggy. I apologize about that. Believe me, if I could get it fixed right this moment, I would. Checking into a couple other things that could possibly help it, but until then, I've got to work with what I got. Hopefully it doesn't turn too many people away and they won't come back and watch again. At this point, Black Panther is toast. Once those neurotoxins start hitting, it's just game over. Archangel hits so hard. So fun to play. You know, it's all about stacking that first bleed, and once the first bleed is on, I feel like it's just a never-ending bleed fest. I do have a horrible habit of not using a heavy attack after I block. There's my neurotoxin. As you can see, Karn's health just constantly draining. I'm gonna try not even touch him here and see if he'll die. There's the stun. Poisons are still going. Come on, come on, get him, get him. There it is. Woo. Took a little bit there at the end, but as you can tell, the poison, the neurotoxin, the bleeds just do insane amount of damage. Because of that, I'm super tempted to start putting some points into deep wounds, increasing my bleed damage. Just between Archangel and a couple of the other champs I have Gwenpool. Those are two of my big bleeders. But you know, Winter Soldier, I'm drawing a lot of blanks right now because I'm trying to think and obviously not doing a good job on the spot. And I'm trying to think of the oddball heroes that you have that you go, oh yeah, I didn't even think about them bleeding. Come on. Throw that special 2 out. Well, as I sit here attempting to bait the L2, oh, there we go. We'll get hit in the face a couple times. Why not? Come on. kidding me? There it is. At this point, I'll just run to the L3. Guaranteed to stack. Wow, that was a horrible job baiting that special. Sure. After he comes out of his stun, he comes out swinging. And again, just having fun, letting Archangel just sit there. Watching the stacks of bleeds and poisons do their job. Put our class advantage to work. Should have went after him. It's a nice matchup of the combos. Cyclops, if he doesn't get interrupted, his specials are no longer blockable. Star-Lord, every time you get a consecutive hit, damage is increased. So, both of these characters are highly dependent on how well you can run combos up. Don't get hit, and you get good odds of the win. What's up, Logan? Thanks for coming, checking out my channel. Do me a favor, if you don't mind, please like, subscribe. Again, I do my best to keep the live chat streaming active, since my videos do have a lag effect to them. I do apologize about that. Alright, we'll see if Archangel can push through this. Agent Venom's a tough one because he does wipe away the bleeds. So let's see if I can get lucky here and stack him up high enough that he can't get rid of them. Oh, I was afraid of that. Always a fear anytime you got Agent Venom. If he pulls out of the stun, it's pretty well game over for you. We'll use Scarlet Witch and be done with this quick. And if I'm slow to respond inside the live chat, it's probably because I'm right in the middle of one of the fights that you're about to see, since the video is delayed. Always make that mistake with his heavy attack. Always forget about the big kick afterwards. Agent Venom is one of the characters that does give me some issues, mainly because I am a parry player. I like to parry and then go after him. Then I'm going to try to dodge that. There we go. Vision's the champ. Easy to use somebody like Scarlet Witch on. If she was low in health, probably something I would do. Simply because you really don't get hit very often by Vision. Not much there for him to defend. the biggest thing that you got to watch for is his L1. I tend to run into problems sneaking it, getting hit by it, trying to sneak in and land a hit. So I always try to push him to L2 and then just bait that. So much easier to dodge. And again, he's just not a whole lot there to worry about. Vision's a pretty easy fight. Great fight to use Scarlet Witch or anyone else that's got a regen on, because you are capable of really building your health back up. It's a fight you really shouldn't get touched on. Alright. Ooh, got lucky. I was typing whenever this match started. Reached over and just hit my phone just right to time the block. And the nice thing with Magneto when he's duped is that he does minimize the amount of damage he can take from a single attack, which is great when it comes to worrying about specials, but even when you're hitting hard enough, it's really not going to matter. So far, pretty easy walk all the way to King. These next couple fights will be my headaches. Nightcrawler is one of the characters, again, I hate to face against. Same with Rogue. Rogue, because of the lack of the stun, the shortened debuffs, becomes a problem for me. So I gotta work on my timing, bait the L1, and then go to work on her and hope I can do enough damage to cause her to come back to it. I feel like Rogue uses L1 a lot, which is good news for me. So if you're new to fighting Rogue, that is something you can watch for. Bait that L1. When I first started fighting her, the biggest thing that I had a problem remembering is the uppercut afterwards. So she'd attempt to steal my life, and I'd be like, oh great, now I'm going to go punch her, and then I'd get uppercut, and it would not end well for me. So now here's a situation where it would have been nice to bring Iceman. Iceman negates Nightcrawler's evade, as long as he's got Cold Snap on him. So at that point, it's just a matter of keeping L1 up on him to build that Cold Snap. This is not going to be good. I am not great at fighting Nightcrawler. I'm not an evade type player. Ugh. Got lucky there. Not so lucky there. Nightcrawler is an absolute nightmare for me. Hate it. We'll use a witch. Should be good enough to finish it off. There we go. Scarlet Witch against Old Man Logan should favor me just simply because of all the nullify she can do. Should be able to keep him from really gaining much of anything. Not to mention he's fairly easy to dodge. So I should be able to minimize the damage that I take. And hopefully build some regen. Though, as soon as I say that, I get waxed a couple times here. Scarlet Witch's L2 is just so Hits so hard. Such a devastating move. Alright, at this point I got the global node and then it's on to Kang. Most of her moves are pretty easy to dodge as far as the specials go. Kind of hard to get caught off guard as long as you're playing halfway. Attention. I should put her close. Nope. Crits of Black Widow are just so nice. She hits so hard. She's got the evade. Minimizes the effectiveness of the other champ. All around great champion. Super handy to have. I think she's probably still the premier skill champion. Got a lot of people that like Gwenpool. A lot of people that like Crossbones. To me, Black Widow's ability to still put down heavy damage, along with her evade and her ability to negate so many other things, puts her over the top. So for this fight against Kang, as you can tell, it's all for nothing. We know that he's going to be going for the L3. I'm going to start out here with magic and hope I can get built up to that L2 quick enough to train him and keep him locked up. Ugh. Best thing I can do there is try to take and push him over whenever the try to push him over at after a good solid parry, but wasn't able to do so. But from here out we should be pretty safe, assuming I don't miss any of my blocks.